My sister was to get on the elliptical and start pedaling at full speed, as hard as she could. I was then gonna attempt to bring it to a stop by putting my foot on the foot.
I already know where this is going. No, this is dumb. This is dumb. But you already know that because, you know, you already experienced it. Do you have a Discord account? Then you are in luck, because my Discord is available to join for free. For free, you ask yourself? Yes, for free! Go to the description right now and join. We can hang out, talk about anime, manga, games, music, anything else you want to talk about. Would you get booted in there? Well, fear not, because I do not tolerate such behavior and will make sure that doesn't happen. The server is a safe haven for everyone, excluding those bullies. Want the easy way to request videos? Well, the Discord is the place to be. And much more, so join now. You know the feeling when you bump your toe into the door, or like a you know, chair, or like a wall or anything, you know? Well, forget that, alright? This man's losing a toe, bro. Like, not hitting it, no, like losing a toe. At least that's what the title says. I'm not sure if that's clickbait or not. We got Young Don the Sauce God, alright. Fucking with the name, I like it, I like it. Fucking huge channel as well, man. 2.3.5 million views, million subscribers, bro. Okay, yo. Since when did all these animation channels become like this ridiculously like big? I thought animation channels died in YouTube like long ago, right? Like, because they took way too long to produce and shit like that, right? Like, also I'm getting Suzy vibes from this shit, so it should be good. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's jump into it.
And it's like,
see how he loses his toe.
I take my hand off my toe. My sister kneels down and is like, let me see. I take my hand off my toes so she could see, but I didn't look. But between the look my sister had on her face, and how bad my toes were hurting, I was expecting her to say, yo, your toes, they're gone.
Oh, shit. I mean, at least he, you know, prepared for the worst, right?
Yo, what's good, bro? After you finish watching this animation, make sure to go and check out my vlog channel. If I had to describe it, it would be spirituality and personal development meets
all push-ups. Let's go. Let's go.
No vlog on the internet like it. We just hit 70,000 subscribers. I'm trying to hit 71,000. So go over there and check it out. You feel me? You can hit the card in the top right corner of the screen, or use the link in the description down below. All right, I'll see y'all over there, man. It's a dope vlog. Go check it out.
Personally, don't really care for vlogs, so I'm sorry about that. But hey, if you fuck with it, all right,
so
make sure to check it out. I
told the story of my dad giving me a spanking for not doing what I was supposed to do in school during the second grade. And that was definitely the most memorable spanking I have. I think the only time he ever spanked me on my butt too. He was more of a hold out your hand kind of discipline. And after that happened in the second grade, I think my dad disciplined me physically only once more. And that must have been either in the third or fourth grade. So here's what happened. One day after school, my sister and I were hanging out in my mom's room. And I don't know how it was for you, but growing up, mom's room was the best room. Her pillows were softer, the bed was bigger, and there was a TV with all the channels in there. And back then, that was the only bedroom with air conditioning. So her room was like the oasis in the house, always clean, always comfortable. So after school, that was the chill spot for me and my sister. Well, around this time, my mother had recently purchased an elliptical, which was a very strange machine to me at the time. I don't think I ever saw one before she bought it. Now, she made it very clear that this wasn't a toy, right? It wasn't a plaything. It was supposed to be for exercise. So of course, whenever she wasn't around, I'd get on it and go for a ride. To me, it wasn't exercise. I was playing, okay? I got Cartoon Network on the TV. I got some Kool-Aid and potato chips chilling on the night table beside the bed. Nigga, I don't think I would have had more fun at Disneyland, bro.
Damn, okay.
So one faithful afternoon, my sister and I are laying in my mom's bed watching cartoons. When I decided to get up on the elliptical. So I'm riding it, and then I'm like, hey, you trying to turn up though? She's like, sure. So I give her a turn on the elliptical. And I've always been super competitive, right? Anytime my sister and I were playing anything, I'd find a way to turn it into a competition. So I say to her, okay, let's see who can make it go faster. Of course, being older and a boy, I won.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, how about this? Let's see who can make it go backwards the fastest. Surprise, surprise, I'm that guy. And my sister wasn't a sore loser, but there's only so much loss any person can take before they don't want to play anymore. Realizing that, I tried to come up with something based on the elliptical that she could maybe win, right? So here's what I came up with. The challenge was, my sister was to get on the elliptical and start pedaling at full speed, as hard as she could. I was then gonna attempt to bring it to a stop by putting my foot on the foot.
I already know where this is going. No, this is dumb. This is dumb. But you already know that because, you know, you already experienced it.
Pedal thing and apply force in the opposite direction.
Sounds epic.
Basically, I was thinking,
sounds epic.
I'm so much stronger than my little sister that even as she's pedaling the elliptical at full speed, I'll be able to stop it.
No, you don't.
Well, turns out that's not how physics work. And
Nope.
unfortunately, you don't learn the formula for momentum until after the 3rd grade. So I didn't realize that once she got the elliptical going, I was gonna be pushing against not just her strength, but as well as all the force that she would have generated from turning the elliptical as fast as she could. So there she is, pedaling at full speed. I'm standing beside her with what I am sure was a very smug look on my face, as I was sure this could only end one way. She gives me the signal to say, all right, take a shot. I pick up my foot, time her rotations, and then I slam my bare foot down on the pedal. Not only was I unable to stop the elliptical, but it was going so fast that it flung my foot right into the rotating wheel at the front of the elliptical. And remember, this was in like 2003, 2004 when ellipticals didn't have the protective coverings over the wheels that they got today.
Oh,
Needless
shit.
to say, my foot might as well have been thrown into a rotating cheese grater. I scream out in agony and then fall to the floor holding my toes.
Oh,
My
shit.
sister hops off and is of course very worried. I'm holding my foot and blood is starting to drip from my hands. So
Holy
I know
shit.
It's bad, but I'm scared to look. My sister kneels down and is like, let me see. I take my hand off my toes so she could see, but I didn't look. But between the look my sister had on her face and how bad my toes were hurting, I was expecting her to say, yo, your toes, they're gone. I'm like, yo, how bad is it? She's like, pretty bad. So I muster up the courage and I take a look. I ain't know it was possible for that much blood to come from such a small part of your body. But my toe was leaking, bro. Luckily, it was still attached. But there was a nasty gash on the toe beside my big toe, and all the other toes were fucked. But the one beside the big toe, that one looked like they was in trouble. So I call out for my auntie who took care of us while my mom was at work. She comes in the room and is like, what did you do? She sees the blood, she sees the guilt on our faces, and she knew right away that we did some dumb shit with the elliptical. She gets some hydrogen peroxide, some bandages, cleans up the wound, bandages it up, and calls for a taxi to take us to the doctor. So I get to the doctor, they look at my toe, and they tell me I came very close to cutting it off. But
Damn.
thank Jesus, it was still pretty much intact, and I just had a really bad flesh wound. I wasn't gonna be able to wear shoes for a couple of weeks, but at least I wasn't gonna lose my toe. And my mom was mad, but she was more relieved that I didn't cut off my toe. Anyway,
Yeah,
a few
understandable.
days pass, and I've started to put the incident behind me when my dad stops by the house to visit me and see how I was doing. It was like a Saturday morning, and I'm happy to see him, because I'm always happy to see my dad. He sees me, cracks a few jokes about my toes, and gives me a big old hug. So he hugs me, and then he looks at me, and is like, well, you know what I gotta do now, right? I'm like, what do you mean, what do you gotta do?
At least he's honest.
He's like, what do you think? Get the belt. You know he wasn't supposed to be playing on that goddamn elliptical. I'm like, are you serious? Was almost losing my toe not enough for you? Must you beat me as well? He's like, son, it's about the principle. Oh, which reminds me, don't forget to bring your sister. She's getting some of this too. I'm like, damn,
both of them
this
getting
nigga
it, bro.
ain't got no heart. So I get my sister, I get the belt, and this time I didn't fight it. No tears, no hesitation. I took them shits like a man.
Like you should, right? Like you
She said, come
should.
through, it's a go. I hit her back like I know. I got her touching her toes. Baby, throw that shit my way. I know what you wanna say. When you tell me it's mine tonight, girl, you know I don't mind. Shawty, I know how this is supposed to go. Been down this road before. You don't gotta say it to my face. I know that I'm just another phase. Baby, I know that you're scared to catch this. You don't wanna turn this into baggage.
Man, I'm so, I always wanted to, be able to like express like stories in like an animated form, right? But like, I just can't draw. I just can't do it. Like, I just can't. And some people say, "Oh, you just have to practice." Blah 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 blah. No, I think people that are truly gifted in drawing are the only ones that's gonna be able to draw, bro. Like, if you're not gifted in drawing at all, like the chance of you actually being able to draw really well within like a acceptable amount of time is really low. All right. So if you're not really that talented in fucking something, all right. No, you might as well just don't bother, alright? Unless you really want to. Like, I say go ahead, right? Because, if you really want something, if you got the drive, you got the power. I'm sorry. But yeah, like, if you got the drive to actually, try to achieve the goal that you set for yourself, that's great. That's brilliant, alright? Like, if you actually succeed on that, that's amazing. But, most people just don't get that drive, right? It's like, oh, it would be cool if I could do this, and then they try it and they're like, oh, I suck. Well, it is what it is, right? Like shit like that. But yeah, you should like the video, right? And recommend me another video of this guy, because this guy, it was a really fun and solid video. Like, the animations look really good. Also, I was really thinking of like the sister really looked like the girl from the Boondocks. Like, right? Like, she looks like her. It's the hair. The hairstyle is the same, right? Like, also I recognized a bit of the art style from Boondocks as well in the animation. Like, I like that.